Hi, welcome back to Positive Horizons Coaching. I thought I'd do a follow-up to my videos about your emotional boundaries and how you can change, alter and impact your own feelings. So it's going to be 3 parts. This is part 1. So this is all about what you can do immediately to make those changes or start making those changes. So there are simple, if you like, doable steps to help you regain your emotional clarity, but also to reduce the feeling of being overwhelmed. So step 1, name what's yours and what isn't. So ask, is this my emotion I'm feeling, or am I absorbing the emotions of the person I'm with or the person I was with? This alone can create a separation and reduces the emotional fusion that can happen. And it's difficult, maybe the blurred lines between, is this my emotion or is this somebody else's emotion? This doesn't mean to say you're not being empathetic, because it's possible to be empathetic and, if you like, we say this thing, walk in their shoes, so understand what they're feeling, but without actually feeling those emotions so that they impact you so directly. Second point is pause before you respond. So take a 10 or 20-second pause to interrupt that potential automatic people-pleasing or resource-giving response, because you can go into rescue mode where you find all the solutions. You don't need to. Take a pause before you do that and create the space for thought and choice. So it gives you more time to think about what you're going to say, but also just a quick check-in, how do I feel about that before I respond? The third point is using micro boundaries. So these are small, gentle boundaries that build confidence. So it's a step-by-step approach. So there are some things that you can say, things like, let me think about that. Give yourself the time before you respond. In some cases, it might be, look, I'll get back to you. I want to think about this a bit more in order to perhaps give you some advice or be resourceful. And then say, can I take a few minutes? I want to listen a little bit more. That tends to be more of your inside voice, if you like. So allow yourself time. I spoke earlier about allowing yourself space, but give yourself that moment to think, I need to listen to this a little bit more, to understand and listen to my body on how it's reacting to what I'm being told. Fourth point, check your energy after these interactions. I know I said that could be a red flag to emotional boundaries, but your body tells the truth. So if you feel drained after an interaction with a particular individual, that's generally a cue to adjust your emotional availability. So give yourself space so it doesn't become all in. So if somebody is, or if you've got the sense that you are absolutely drained after being with somebody, you need to change the steps. So whether that's taking a space, taking a moment, doing some meditation, getting outside, building back your emotional energy and putting those boundaries in place. It doesn't mean to say you're no longer available for that person. It's more a question of, I will be available for you when I'm a little bit stronger. I need my emotional boundaries to be strengthened so that I can support you more. And the last point on this first video is practice emotional grounding. Breathing, I know we do it all the time, but breathing well and breathing correctly can really help you focus and also recharge the energy within your body from your core. So taking those moments to really deeply inhale and exhale, and as you do that, feel your body relax and respond to your energy. The other thing is journaling. It's very useful for a lot of people to write down how they feel, to have that moment of clarity of the initial response, so that you've got something to look back on and think, okay, I want to change that. I didn't want to feel like that, or do you know, I was completely comfortable feeling that, so I'm going to use that as my measure. The other thing is stepping away. So stepping away from the problem helps you to return to your roots, to your core, to your self-worth. and it helps to balance you. This is really especially helpful for people that are known as empaths. And here in the holistic world, we do a lot of work around empaths. And they are more attuned to the universe and to the way people feel. Now, some of you may not believe in that. It's entirely up to you. But as an empath, I can completely relate to how I pick up the energies of other people, and that's unfortunately the sadness as well as the joy. So I've had to work a lot on this myself. So I speak from a place of experience. So I hope that helps. That's video 1. Please, if this is interesting to you or resonating you, follow on and look at the rest of the videos. Thank you for your time.